Hello everybody! I am here to celebrate the fact that finally, nearly 14 years later, my childhood dream of being able to see Kingdom Hearts and hold it with my own two hands has been fulfilled! But before that, we have to deal with the fact that there's a huge ton of video games and lore that came out in the, 10 or so years between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. And I had a couple people ask me if I would explain Kingdom Hearts, and then I had my friend on Twitter challenge me to explain it in 10 minutes. I don't know if he meant for me to take it seriously, but I am! Here is everything you need to know about Kingdom Hearts in 10 minutes. See, the mistake people make is they try and actually go in and explain the lore and understand all this stuff that's been going on. No. Throw that out. All you need to know is one thing. Kingdom Hearts is a fairy tale. In the end, Kingdom Hearts is a Disney franchise, and almost every Disney story is based off of a fairy tale or has a lot in common with fairy tale motifs and storytelling methods. There's usually the same kinds of characters, the same kinds of scenarios, the same kind of plot points happening in every Disney movie and in every fairy tale story. Kingdom Hearts works the same way. Every Kingdom Hearts game is a variation on the same fairy tale setup. So if a fairy tale in the real world was the story of a princess who is put in danger by an evil witch and rescued by the love of a prince, and they have a happy ever after, that's a fairy tale setup. Kingdom Hearts has its own fairy tale setup, which is three friends are separated by Xehanort and try to become reunited again. Every time. Three friends, separated by the bad guy, try to reunite. We can go a little further and explain the roles of the three characters, which tend to fall into the same patterns. Just like fairy tales always have the same characters and the same patterns, Kingdom Hearts has the same patterns. Every game has three friends who fit the roles of what I'm going to call the king, or in some cases queen, the princess, and the knight. The princess plays the role of the friend who will be the most endangered. For some reason, they are vulnerable to attack, and the other two friends are trying to protect them. The knight is the character who wants to protect their friends, but is misled, tricked, or pulled down by something done to them by the bad guy. Some kind of weakness makes them go down the wrong path. They turn down the darkness path. The king or queen is the character that has the most actual active role in the story in trying to reunite the characters. So the princess is basically the damsel in distress. The knight is a fallen knight who goes down the wrong path, and then the character who's trying to save them, basically the most active character, who is not always the lead character, but is often the lead character. So that's our setup. We have our three heroes who are fighting against an evil that wants to separate them. Who is the evil? It's always Xehanort. I don't care what name they give it, I don't care what it looks like, it's always Xehanort. And Xehanort wants to destroy the universe. Ignore everything else. The bad guy is a man named Xehanort who wants to destroy the universe. And separating these friends serves his purposes. So every time, Xehanort is going to separate three friends to further his goal of destroying the universe. Through whatever game, whatever story we're in, the plot will involve the three friends being separated by Xehanort and then trying to come back together again, and Xehanort's going to try and stop them. Every time the same plot points happen. Every time it's always the same. So if I ever was going to sit down and just explain the games, I wouldn't say, oh, these monsters come and attack this town, and they go and he gets a Keyblade and he goes and he fights and he has to seal the hearts and then he has to do this and that. That doesn't matter. It's always about three friends. It's still about friends trying to be reunited. The third game is setting up the situation where all the trailers and stuff we've seen has been about trying to rescue Aqua and Ventus and Terra, trying to bring back Roxas and Xion and Axel. It's always been about that. That's all that matters. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings. There's so much lore and depth to Tolkien's universe. You could dig into it for hours, and I could sit here and try to explain to you everything that happens in The Lord of the Rings. Or I could tell you 12 heroes go on a quest to destroy an evil ring. That's what matters. And so in Kingdom Hearts, don't try, if you've never played these games, don't even try to go and understand all this crap here at the last inning. If you want to go play all the games, go play them. If you just want to know what happened, it's always about three friends being separated and trying to come back together again, being driven apart by an evil man named Xehanort. One of them's going to make the wrong choices and by mistake go down the wrong path. One of them is vulnerable and probably going to end up in distress. And one of them's the active character who's trying to keep things together and has mixed success. Sometimes it wins, sometimes they don't. Kingdom Hearts 1. Three friends on an island, Sora, Kairi, and Riku, are separated because of the actions of an evil man named Xehanort. Sora goes out searching across vast worlds looking for his friends. Riku is tricked by the bad guys and turns against Sora while also trying to find Kairi. At the end of the game, the three are reunited, but are then separated again. In Chain of Memories, Sora is tricked by the bad guys. He's the princess this time. He loses his memories. Riku, now our hero, our king, shows up and learns what's happened and fights to protect his friend. Naminé, a new character, realizes she wants to protect these two and decides to side with them. She's our knight. She turns on the bad guys and helps Riku save Sora and his memories. Kingdom Hearts 2. Sora wakes up and realizes he's missing his friends. He sets out to find Riku and Kairi. Riku is hiding in the darkness, ashamed of who he is. He's still our knight because he's making the choice not to see Sora right now. Sora finds Riku and Kairi, and they are reunited again, and this time they stay together. Kingdom Hearts 358 over half days. Roxas is a person who is new to this organization, and he makes two friends, Axel and Xion. Xion learns that Roxas is in danger and makes bad decisions to save him and sacrifices her life. Axel tries to save the both of them and fails. Birth by Sleep. Three friends separated by Xehanort. Terra is tricked by Xehanort and makes bad decisions and becomes one of the bad guys. Ventus is also misled and ends up falling into a deep sleep, basically a coma. Aqua fights to save all three of them, but has mixed success and ends up being surrendered to the darkness. Kingdom Hearts 3D. Sora and Riku go in to take this big test, not realizing it's a trap. Sora is pulled into this trap. Riku realizes and goes after him to try and save him. And Axel, our third character in this one, realizes he wants to be a hero and decides to side with them, helping to save the day and reunite Riku and Sora once again. That's Kingdom Hearts. And you'll notice some of them, like Coded and the mobile game, don't really fit. That's fine. Those are bad games. And honestly, I wouldn't consider them as important or as fun to play as the others. So, that's my way of explaining Kingdom Hearts. There you go. 10 minutes. I think I did it. I'm going to go play Kingdom Hearts 3 now, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Whether you're new or you've been around for a while, either way, just remember, it's about the friendships. That's really what it's about. Bye.